Let's see what the damage is. This should be an interesting unboxing to say the least. I only realized I saw the package only after I had gone over it, and yeah, it never happened before, and we'll see what the damage is. The Dragonfly Y Dragonfly? Dragonfly Y. 14C 28N steel and PEI handles on this one. Doing the honors, I got the Autoco U Pro, and I did an unboxing on this one recently here on the channel. Rocking ceramic, a ceramic utility blade. You don't see that a lot. And I wouldn't have expected ceramic to be a good cutting material, but man, is that thing a laser. So check out that upload, and I'm also doing a giveaway on that video, so check out the video for more details. That being said, here we go, guys. You can see the box has some damage there. I'm a little nervous going in here. Did the box save the knife? Maybe so, maybe not. Let's see. Let's find out together. All right, so it's a little tricky to get in here by default. It's, now that the box is all smushed, it's a little bit more challenging. But moment of truth here. Here we go. We got the Trivisa sticker here with some sort of dinosaur skull bone going on there. We got Trivisa wiping cloth, Trivisa QC pass. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Better material and craftsmanship paperwork. Thank you for choosing Trivisa. A Trivisa knife. A very nice and bushy looking carry pouch right here. Kind of like some UGG boots or something. And last but not least, here's the knife. And ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to report it looks like there is no damage. All right, that is good news. So, whew, that takes a little bit of stress off my shoulders, if you know what I mean. Would have been weird to unbox a knife here, kind of all beat up because I ran over it with the car. But here we are, the Butterfly Y. Interesting name. Not sure why they added the extra Y at the end, but first impressions, the Ultim right here. I mean, gotta love the PP scales. I personally love Ultim. Also love the new acrylic. Both materials are see-through, so that's nice. We can see the Omega spring right here. We can see the milling holes for weight reduction on both sides. And there's also like a micro milling going on the Ultim itself. You can sort of see it depending on how I turn the knife. Adds a little bit of grip there, no doubt. The Trivisa pivot logo there looking nice. This captive, right, looking good. This knife, of course, as you can see, spoiler alert, it's a crossbar lock. The handle here looks a little bit, well, if you cover this part, looks a little bit Vosteed Raccoon-ish, if you ask me. Right, is it just me? What do you guys think? That part right there looks a little bit raccoonish from Vosteed, but small hardware T6 all around instead of T8. We absolutely love T8 more than T6. I thought 2025 was the year we would have moved from T6 over to T8, but still a few out there. We do have T8 on the thumb studs. That's good. And also the pocket clip is reversible and deep carry. But without further ado, let's get this thing deployed here. All right, if you're ready, I'm ready. Boom. All right, here we go. We have, that's a good satin finish blade right there if I ever seen one. 14C 28N steel. And yeah, beautiful flat grind satin finish with a switch there. All right, let's get a closer look here, shall we? And yes, we are going to be putting it next to a Raccoon here in a second because I have, I just want to check a couple things there. But I'm absolutely loving this blade right here. Right, this is going to be a good bug out competitor, right? Crossbar lock knife style and all, for sure. Okay, let's checking out the action here. There we go. Okay, thumb deployment feels good. Reverse flick. Meet up the middle finger there. All right, digging that. So both of those are good. And of course, deploying with the crossbar lock itself feels just as good as well. So we know deployment is money. The blade just looks so good, man. That is a beautiful satin finish. I hadn't seen just a plain satin finish here in a minute. All right, lots of stone wash, lots of other fancy stuff, but a good old satin finish just looks so good, especially after haven't checked out a knife with one in a while. I'm checking the ergos. It is a smaller EDC knife, so I have average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands, and I'm able to get a full purchase with my average size hands. And no dedicated finger choice, so you can always forward choke a little bit further forward on the handle, but that's about it. And a little bit of jimping here. You can put your thumb further up on the blade like that, but just good, decent ergos for the size of knife that it is. Pocket clip is also, let me see, I feel it a little bit, but still decently comfortable. and I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Filler tap on the other side for, you know, it being reversible and all, which again, I gotta give them kudos. I just check out like 2 other knives that are very ambidextrous friendly, and those respective companies did not do the reversible pocket clip, let alone something as nicely done as a filler tap like in this case. So I mean, I think if you're a knife maker, a knife brand out there watching this video, or you listen to feedback from the community, it should be a no-brainer, right? If it's a crossbar lock or a button lock, which are some of the most ambidextrous friendly knives out there, just do the whole reverse pocket clip. Just do it, right? Just do it, because you're going to include lefties out there, right? And everyone is going to be better off. You know, knives get resold all the time. Maybe a lefty is looking to pick up a knife and they see that it has a reversible pocket clip, and it just makes it an easier sale, right? Not only originally from the get-go, but also resale market as well. Under 7 inches, right? We've seen a lot of 7 and 8 inch knives here recently, so this one is very close to that 7 or 6.75 or 6 3/4. Blade is 3 inches with a cutting path of 3 inches. Right, so they're maximizing that blade to handle ratio, and very close to 3.75 or so on the handle. Blade stock thickness on this one is going to be 0.11, right? It's a little bit thinner than the 0.12 average in the channel, and 0.47 on the handle here, which is a little thinner than the 0.5 or ½ inch average in the channel. Now it's really going to do well in this next category, and that is the weight. When I say this thing is no more, it's going to be somewhere between 2.5 ounces. It's going to be under 3 ounces. So yeah, I'm going to go 2.5, but no more than 3. All right, how about way lower than that? 2.2 ounces to be exact, 62 grams. Really good weight for EDC, especially it being the size knife that it is. It's not a large knife, right? It's got the, you know, Ultim or PEI scales.